Hi there, crypto fans. Dick Allgaier here in Honolulu. We just did a fascinating new project looking at China's digital yuan. Now, this is essentially an advertisement, a promo for this project on our Patreon site and private site. So there, I'm admitting it up front. I'm going to talk about that. First, I want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin. As forecast by our analysts, Bitcoin fell off. It's followed the stock market jitters over the Ukraine-Russia situation. So Bitcoin is down to about $40,000 today. Our analyst predicted that. He says it's healthy, it's okay, needed a sell-off. You know, when it went from the low 30s up to 44, it was time for some investors and traders to take profit. We knew that was going to happen. So please don't be jittery about Bitcoin. It's going to be all right. We're still looking at April for a good run-up. So there you go. We do remote viewing. We have 4 professional remote viewers, and on our private site, we do cryptocurrency targets of interest. And when we do it all blind, so we're just given an encoded target ID, and then we do our thing and we present like 30, 20, 15 pages of data. We do an hour-long presentation from what we get from our remote viewing. So when we do a normal crypto target like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Digibyte, Theta, Polygon, Cardano, tokens and cryptos like that, the viewers get all this fluffy bunny happy data like, oh, this is a good investment. Oh, this is really good. We see people flooding into this, and this is used for smart contracts, and on. And it's generally very positive data. So this last week we did a target, again, totally blind. And when when we all gave our data, it was like, this one doesn't taste right. This is, one of the viewers said, this is going to be forced on people. Like, this is not good. And it was, the flavor of it was not good because, the digital yuan, this is China's central bank. If you're really into cryptos and the decentralized freedom aspect of controlling your own money, you don't want that. So that showed up in the remote viewing data. What was really interesting was Daz Smith and I both did charts looking at how this goes out to a certain year, like 10 years from now, and we both hit the same year where something really significant happens regarding the digital yuan. We have a military-trained analyst. Courtney Wheaton used to brief the generals in U.S. Air Force intelligence. She would take raw data and then distill that into reports. And we've hired her now to take our remote viewing data, collate it, coalesce it, do the low-level analysis, and then boil it down to like, okay, this is the consensus data that the viewers are reporting about this. And it's a fascinating presentation.
Founders and visionaries, Dennis Snappy II here. We just finished our full debrief for the digital yuan out of China, currently being rolled out to the Olympics setting over there and piloted in 10 different cities. Lots to talk about when we get into this one. I'm excited for the full executive summary and analysis by Courtney Wheaton. More on that in just a moment. I'm joined with Daz Smith, Dick Allgaier, Edward Reardon, Naeem, and Courtney Wheaton. We're getting ready to go into our executive summary analysis completed by Courtney Wheaton. This was a great session by our viewers. Lots of projected data on how this is going to do in the future. Ultimately, we're seeing some challenges, according to 2 of our viewers, within the next 3 to 4 years coming on this one, but some are saying this may go the distance as it's backed by the People's Republic of China and the People's Bank of China. Really interesting target. Courtney, what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I must agree. This was interesting. This was a challenge for me on the learning curve because I've been kind of spent some time learning more the crypto side of the house. And while this is a digital currency, it's not quite the same flavor that of the targets we've looked at since I came on board. So yeah, it was definitely it was very interesting getting in the research with this, and I thought the viewers brought Each of them brought a very unique flavor and lens to look
Mm-hmm.
at this target.
And a lot of them reported an uneasy feel about that, and we surmise it might be due because it's run through the government there and the control that they have on it. Now, it's interesting that this just as a little background on this, they just rolled it out, and already up to 261 million users on the app. Had something, I don't know, it was 13 to 18 billion dollars in transactions have gone through during this time period with the Olympics, and they have their WeChat and the Alibaba apps that they're integrating this with as well, trying to get this mass adoption going with it. So really neat data points there. Courtney, I'm going to turn it over to you for your presentation here.
Digital Yuan. Just to review, everybody, so we're familiar with what the targeting and the tasking was. So the viewers were tasked to look at digital currency, create timeline and charts. This was a big one. It was looking at it for 10 years. So looking from 22 to the end of 2032, and then looking to see if there were any other sort of competing currencies and anything that's going to determine its success or market share. And then is it going to be used across multiple countries or within countries? And is this sort of like just a regional thing, or does it go global?
There's all the viewers giving their data on the digital yuan, and then the military style analysis of the product, and 2 different videos. Really interesting stuff. It's available now. It was just published today at patreon.com/CryptoViewing. And let me warn you this before you rush off. I really don't advise people to join that at the end of the month, because it renews in a week and a half. Your membership's going to run out. So you may want to just wait till the first of the month, and then you can see all the material. The digital yuan remote viewers debrief and the executive summary and analysis is available at all levels above the very lowest. There's an introductory like $9.98. You're not going to get it if you pay that. You gotta pay $19.95. I don't know, $28, $30. The higher levels you get it. I don't do the business end of that. So patreon.com/CryptoViewing. Our presentation on the digital yuan, it is one of the most interesting presentations we've ever done. It was like our own interest in it was like we watched the executive summary. We're going, wow, that's pretty cool.